And welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to night number 3, our final night here at our first week of the ESL ESEA Pro League for North America. My name is Blue. Joining me this evening is Mega Man, and we're getting ready to jump into our first match for tonight. In fact, it's getting live right now, so we're going to go directly into the knife round for it. And it's going to be Cloud9 taking on the newly acquired Team Coast, known just about 2 days ago as Lunatic, but now, of course, picking up that new sponsor. Heading into this matchup, Mega Man, what do you expect to see here?
Pretty much, pretty standard. I don't think Cloud9's going to have much of a problem manhandling these guys, especially on Inferno, and especially since they've pretty much just won the knife round. So they're going to start off on the CT side. You know, Sean Garris is going to make the right calls for him. Shroud should be able to frag out as well as Freakazoid. And I mean, I'm not one to throw Team Coast under the bus, but I really don't think that they're going to have much of a problem taking them down. I mean, you've got basically the solo top-tier North American team. I mean, there's no other North American team that's really all that close to Cloud9. I mean, you could argue CLG or Liquid is pretty high up there as well, but Cloud9's still performing well. And Team Coast new to Pro League. They did win Premier last season, so they do have some firepower, but I just don't think that it's going to be enough for them to do anything about Cloud9's onslaught that's about to happen here.
It's brutal, man. Brutal. Just calling them out right from the get-go.
Yeah, pull no punches, my man.
But I do agree with you for the most part there. I mean, this is the direct Premier move-up team. As we talked, as you just mentioned there too, they did win the Premier finals. So they did have to play in relegation matches. They were the team that ended up moving directly up from that there, so no trouble. And we can see here too, by the way, we're already live in the pistol round, so taking a look at things, and already there, Freakazoid getting his kills going. He's found 2 more, took out both Dumore and Stanislaw back over there on Banana, and that's going to shut down that approach as the rest of the team still trying to work potentially for an apartments push into A, but possibly now moving Drake back here a little bit too. He's going to have to keep his eyes on Banana just in case Freakazoid tries to get a little more aggressive.
And it's a little bit of a scary start here for Coast. I mean, obviously, just pushing down. There's no smoke at the bottom of Banana. Freakazoid's still going to battle. Finally, Invert's going to be able to take him down. And they've only got Sean Garris defending here with 12 HP. They do have a player over in CT. And a couple of blind terrorists trying to come in, but Freakazoid able to just push all the way down. Oh, Skadoodle one, looking for another one. Oh, just barely doesn't get the damage out. And Sean Garris could go down here, but Skadoodle's there. One more, and Sean Garris going to get the wall bang headshot, takes him down. 4 men alive here at the end of this round for Cloud9, and again, just the early aggression coming out from Cloud9. Freakazoid pushing solo down Banana, picking up 2 kills, and that really just completely throws a kink in the think for the terrorist side of Team Coast. What do we do now? We're already down 2 players. Well, let's rush to B bomb site. Skadoodle comes around, picks off 2 more. Pretty clean round there for C9.
And to talk a little bit more about just this map too and how these teams played it up. More specifically, for anybody who may have not been, paying the close attention to the scene, or may just have sort of been coming back to it after some months away, more recently and sort of towards the beginning of last season, it definitely shifted itself as we got towards the middle and the end of last season. But retrospectively speaking, this was definitely one of Cloud9's weaker maps originally, but they've turned it around in a big way. And I think recently, in the past 3 months, they've got about a 5-3 record if our stats is correct on that one. So overall here, looking like one of their stronger maps, whereas Team Coast, with this roster at least, remain relatively untested on this map as of yet here. But at least as we get back into the action here on this second round, starting it off really well, as we can see, they've managed to bring it into a 2-on-2, so they might actually be able to strike back here and tie this up 1-1.
Yeah, a little bit surprising. You can actually see Shroud, well, he had a scout there. He swaps it out for the M4. They were getting aggressive down mid. Nothing pushing down, was able to pick off 1, but he gets traded immediately afterwards. And then his teammate at the top of mid, I believe that was Skadoodle, actually loses the long-range battle to Drake and a Tech 9. So not really the best trades there for Cloud9. They've only got 2 players alive, and that's going to be Sean Garris really to hold off this push into the B-bomb site. And Stanislaw did have an AK and some head armor, but that doesn't matter anymore, as there's the strafe out, and Sean Garris going to clean up both of the last players and save the round there for Cloud9. So, and Shroud was actually very, very far away in the A-bomb site, so a long rotation from him could have really paid dividends for Team Coast if they were able to take Sean Garris down.
Yeah, especially as they would have been able to get that bomb down probably off the cusp of that one. But coming off it, though, economically speaking, not a bad round at all, as they're going to be able to take down 3 out of the 5 players from Cloud9 there and force the rebuys onto them. They'll just go for SMGs now, as they're going to try to stack up the cash a little bit more, but beyond that, overall, I don't think it's going to hinder them too much when they get into that next gun run. Skadoodle here having to save a lot more preservatively now, as we are going to see him going just for the 5-7, and there's the opening trades too. Dumore is going to be able to find Shroud, and Shroud striking back directly after that. Drake and Sean Garris trading some blows too, but the rest of the coast going to to try to push into Sean, but it doesn't even matter. He's just melting him with that AK, and nothing, trying to eliminate Invert. Back over here on alternate A, should be able to take him out, and there you have it. Cloud9 going 3-0 here at the beginning.
But again, another round where they lost a couple of unnecessary weapons. I mean, Freakazoid losing his life pushing down Banana with Sean Garris. I don't know if I really agree with that kind of aggression in an anti-eco round. You got to know that they were heavily invested. They had an AK in the second round, so they're going to be on a full save in the third round. So a little bit risky there from C9. It does pay off. They do manage to pick up the round, but at again, a little bit of a cost there. Nothing's going to be on just an MP9 this round. They do have a couple of upgraded rifles here. Freakazoid still sticking with that M4A1 after that M4 update, so devoted to the cause. And now an early peek out, and again, they're very aggressive here at Banana.
They're going to hold them back by a big way and really not able to return any damage, but Cloud9 also remaining fairly preserved for the time being. But now Sean Garris, with these systems of the smoke going to move out, he's able to take down Stanislaw, and there's the opening they were looking for. They'll be happy with that one, and this will allow Nothing to rotate back over to act as a floor. There's still a lot more pressure coming out from Team Coast, though, so he is going to get called back. For this whole team, though, they're moving back towards middle and potentially shifting this up to a push over towards A fairly shortly as that time starts to tick down more and more. And, ooh, Invert there, almost losing his life to the molly on the ground. He gets brought down to 3 HP, but just barely going to be able to step out of that time. However, Sean Garris waiting for him, picks up another one on the spray, but Drake gets the transfer.
Yeah, and actually that is the first death on the board for Sean Garris. He manages to pick up 2 more. He's 8-1 on the scoreboard, more than doubled up on anybody else in the server. And that's kind of scary when Kerry Garris gets activated. An MP9 action coming out, though. Nothing cleans up 2 more, leaving it on just Dumore. And you can see Skadoodle does have the AWP, and Freakazoid is over in the bomb site as well to defend. So this should get cleaned up here very shortly. Dumore, a very capable player in his own right, but he's not going to win that battle. Freakazoid holding the off angle, and he wins it anyway.
And there we go, Cloud9 picking up that first gun round, getting over the first potential hurdle that they could have faced against Team Coast, and starting it off strong here too to hopefully maintain that lead for the entire CT half, as we would generally expect with it being Inferno. And as for Team Coast, they're going to have to take a round here, save it up a little bit. They'll go for the Tech 9 just to get a little bit of bite into this buy, but beyond that, of course, not really going to be expecting too much. Probably we'll see an easy 5th round picked up here by the C9 guys.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much trouble for him. I mean, the Tech 9s have kind of wreaked a little havoc on the anti-eco rounds in the past, since the beginning. And look at this again, Freakazoid pushing up very aggressively. He's solo at the end of Banana. That smoke, though, is going to be down there to cordon that area off, and he's going to be playing directly behind it. So, an unlucky spam through that smoke could cost him his life. He's really got to play this carefully.
I'll re-molly that for the time being here. And overall, Team Coast with just this massive player stack right now. I think they're actually looking for aggression to come out here from Cloud9, hoping somebody pushes it. Freakazoid actually might take the bait on that one. We can see him moving up a little bit, but overall, he's kind of got an invisible line drawn for himself. He's not actually going to go past Cubby over here on Banana. Will refuse to push past that point, and you can see here too now that unfortunately that timer is getting low, and they finally going to make a move for this, but Freakazoid's ready for it. He's not going to be able to pick one up yet, but there he goes. He gets 2. Drawsel gets the transfer now, and that's going to be a gun in the hands of Drawsel, potentially working their way over to B, but they're very quickly getting sandwiched in here too. Nothing approaching from behind him, and Sean Garris directly in their way. Let's see how they can work this take. Sean Garris completely blind, doesn't even matter. He picks up 1, looking for the second here. He's going to find it. Down goes the bomb, and Shroud finds the final kill, takes down Drake, and there's that 5th round from Cloud9.
Sean's playing like an animal right now. That's scary, man. They keep tempting this B bomb site. They've gone 5 rounds in a row towards B, and they've gotten nothing out of it. They've gotten, what, 1 bomb plant, and that came in the pistol round. Every other round they've gotten completely shut down. It's time to rethink your strategy here on the terrorist side. You're not having any luck. I mean, you're feeding Sean Garris and Freakazoid 10-1, 6-4. Skadoodle, he's not having very much fun right now because that's the first player that he's seen in like 4 rounds.
And Shroud, of course, will open things up here in the 6th round, finding Stanislaw early, but Drake looking to transfer kill. Skadoodle, though, wide peeked over here through middle. He's going to pick one up, and Sean Garris finding another one inside there of the balcony room, too. Dumore gets the trade, and Drake adds an additional one, so it'll remain even for now in a 2-on-2. But Cloud9 not going to give them any room to breathe here. Nothing pushed out Banana. Looking for any of these players and going to wait here for this push to come out from Mexico. Skadoodle with the op as well, catching Drake. And in just a moment here, probably going to be looking at nothing, eliminating Dumore. But no, Dumore gets away from that. However, of course, Skadoodle quick to stop that with the op from middle. He's going to take him down and save the round for Cloud9.
Just a flick of the wrist. Going to take down 3 that round, though. Skadoodle, that's, like I said, I mean, he was 2-1 at the beginning of that round. He got 2 kills in pistol round. He hadn't gotten a kill the entire time in 4 rounds after that. Finally gets a little bit of action there. Going to pump his score up a little bit more. 5-1 for him. Sean Garris, though, really 11-2. He's all over the map. He was in the window room of the crack house or whatever you guys use it for your nomenclature for that verbiage. That's the old, we used to call it crack house in 1.6, but Stanislaw going to open things up onto Skadoodle, and that's the first opening that we've really seen Team Coast pick up. And now Shroud, he's got to get himself out of dodge. He's going to get tagged up a little bit in halls.